Have you got a dodgy latch chain on your gate? Has it shrunk? Well, I've got news for you. Chains don't shrink. The problem is at the other end. Let's check it out. The answer to your dodgy latch is up this end. It's the end assembly. Now let's go into a few reasons why they naturally move and what you can do with the design to limit that movement and stop that problem. So to fix the problem, first we have to understand how end posts work. Now they should be at least 2.4 meters or 8 feet in length, half driven into the ground as a minimum. Typically you would recommend 150 to 200 mil diameter. This post is too short, too thin, and has been hand rammed, meaning that in this heavy clay soil that opens and closes as it expands and contracts, it's been able to move. There's a couple of other things going on in this end assembly that have made this situation even worse. Let's have a look at those. Your diagonal brace wires should go from the bottom of the strainer post all the way to the top of your top rail in a box end assembly. If you decrease those angles, you're decreasing their bracing ability and movement can take place much easier over time. Have a look at this brace wire. It only goes to about 3/4 of the way down the end post and it's sitting well below your top brace post. So what we're going to do is we're not going to cut this off straight away. We're going to strain up a new brace wire from the top of this post down to the bottom of that post, strain it up, move the posts back into place, and we should be able to resolve your shrunken chain at the other end without having to cut the chain, add bits of wire, and do all the other dodgy stuff that you see around. Because of the short distance and all of the wire that's already on the fence for this to catch on, take your time with this process of straining up and be prepared to readjust the wires a few times. I'm using spring grip strainers for this because I really don't want strainers that are going to let go. I want strainers that I can give a good yank on and know that they're not going to let me down. So just keep cranking away and step back from the job every now and then to have a look at what your levels are like, because what's going to happen now is as we tighten this wire here, it's going to pull on this post and tip our gate back where we want it, hopefully taking the strain off our latch chain. It's really important to do the stepping back part because this is going to be pulling on here, tipping our post forward. And going too far the other way is not good either. I'm using Murray 2.5 mil high tensile wire for this job because I really want something I can give a good big reef on and get a bit of movement out of that post. I've used a spiral fast joiner to tighten the brace wire. That means that I can readjust this brace wire at any time and I don't have to run out new wires at all. As soon as I slacken off the strainers, the spring grips allow me to easily remove them from the wire. All I have to do is trim off my dag and job's done. And we're not finished until we remove the old faulty brace wire and get unnecessary wire and rubbish off our fence. It's really important to keep your fences well maintained, simple, and without bits of wire that can get caught in on them. And now have a look at the difference. Easy. So if you've got a mate who's got really dodgy gates that are hard to open, send him this video and show him how 10 minutes with the right tools and a little bit of application can solve big problems around your farm.